Hello, and welcome to this special CBTV interview with Lynn B. Thurgood, President of Oxford Wealth Advisors in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Lynn B., as he's commonly known, is a chartered life underwriter and one of New Mexico's only certified annuity specialists, who since 1987 has specialized in working with retirees and pre-retirees. In addition, he is the president of Central New Mexico's Society of Financial Awareness, also known as SOFA. Lynn B., welcome back to CBTV.
Thank you, Matt. It's good to be here.
Good to have you here again from New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
I've got to go down there and, enjoy that sunshine in the wintertime.
That's exactly right. We just had snow last week.
Snow?
We get snowed on. We're mile high. Most people don't realize that.
I didn't realize that.
High desert. Yeah. We had 5-6 inches of snow and single-digit temperatures.
Well, I want to get down low where it's nice and warm and sunny.
We have some great, everything you want in New Mexico, any kind of climate you'd like.
Well, good. I'll come when it's nice and warm. All right, now we're here on a very serious subject, which is helping our viewers understand how to create an income stream that will last as long as they do, because we are living longer as a generation now and as Americans. So let's talk about Social Security planning and then some other income planning options. So let's talk about Social Security. Everyone who's worked in their lifetime has some kind of Social Security benefits coming to them, and they have options. And sometimes when you have options, it's important to know which is the best option.
Right.
So tell our viewers, when is the best time for Americans to take their Social Security benefits?
Well, the answer to that question is it depends. There's no straight one-size-fits-all answer for that particular question. And that's a very important question because that is one of the largest assets, if you want to put it that way, that people have in retirement is the Social Security benefit that they've contributed to all their working lives. We utilize in our practice some special type of software analysis that helps people to understand what their options are, whether they take that Social Security early at age 62, which is when they can start that income flow, or at a later time in their eligibility time frame. And this analysis allows us to determine when's the best time for them according to their goals and what they're trying to accomplish. So they do have options.
Yeah, it's good to work with somebody who knows what those options are and has the software or analysis that you're mentioning that can kind of lay out a roadmap and they can choose the best way to go, because people can begin taking their Social Security benefits at age 62. They can wait until they're 66 for full benefits, and then they can wait until 70 and get even more money. But once you turn the tap on, you basically can't go back and change your mind, can you?
Well, typically not. If you've made an election, there is about a 12-month window where if you get analysis done and decide, oops, we shouldn't have started quite so soon, there is a way within a 12-month period. But beyond that 12-month period, you're pretty well stuck.
You're locked in.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is then, how do you help your clients analyze the pros and cons of taking money out at different ages to be sure it's the optimum time for them?
Well, as we go through this analysis, we factor in various things. Certainly, we'll look at the numbers at different ages as to what that income is going to look like. We'll discuss, if appropriate, a file and suspend option. Sometimes it makes sense for the working spouse to go ahead and file, but then suspend because the non-working spouse may be eligible for half of his or her benefits. And so there's some techniques there that are great tools that most people don't know about, and Social Security is not going to tell them about. I mean, that's why it's important to get somebody that understands that system to let them know what their options really are. So as we look at that, we look at their health. What's their life expectancy? What's their family history? Because certainly if somebody has got some significant health issues going on right now, the discussion of delaying Social Security is not always an intelligent one. And so there's a lot of different things that you bring into that discussion to help them formulate the best plan for them, for them and for their spouse and for their family.
Yeah, so what their current income is, maybe the current expenses, their longevity, their family longevity, their health condition, all that plays a part. But again, you have some software that shows them at different ages, if you started here, here, or here, what the income difference would be. So that must really help them to really become better educated consumers, I'd imagine.
Well, it does. Again, it's all about control and empowerment, and education provides that empowerment so they can make good decisions for themselves. And they don't always go with the highest income payout, but at least they knew. Where instead of just shooting in the dark and what I call a hope and a prayer, let's be proactive and let's take control of those opportunities, those options, and have peace of mind.
Yeah. And you made a very good point. The Social Security isn't going to basically help you make the right decision. They're there to process paperwork.
That's
so
it.
That one strategy of filing and suspending, where the working spouse or the older spouse can file it but suspend theirs, but then allow their spouse, whether it's the husband or wife, to file and take half of his or her. Right. That's like found money. That's additional money that most Americans have never heard the strategy file and suspend before.
That's exactly right. And as they suspend, the primary worker continues to defer, and as they defer that Social Security income, if they're beyond age 66, it's accumulating at about 8% a year up to age 70, so that's potentially a 32% increase in their take-home from Social Security if they wait to age 70, without having to forfeit income still coming in to the other spouse. So it's a good technique.
Guaranteed rate of return of 8% a year compounded?
Not bad.
That's very good. And it's the government who has this.
Hey, thank you very much.
That's right. So the bottom line is there are a lot of options, but you want to be informed on what all of them mean and work with an expert, a professional that has the software and the knowledge to really make that decision.
And incorporate them into the total plan.
Absolutely right. Now, as we all know, we're living longer as a nation, as Americans. More people entering the 80s, 90s, and century mark than ever before in history.
Yeah.
And so the old fear of dying shortly after retirement has been replaced by the fear of outliving our assets. And that's a very real concern and fear.
It is.
So how do you, Lynn, help your clients and potential clients to implement an income stream that will see them all the way through retirement? In addition to Social Security, how do you help them to develop an income stream that will see them no matter if they end up being 105 years of age one day?
105?
Oh, maybe 106. Who knows?
Well, I have a client up in northern New Mexico who's 103 right now, and she doesn't look she's got a sister 88, and you almost can't tell the difference between the two. So it's amazing. So yes, people are living longer.